Hello and welcome to today's video. In this video, we are going to learn about Excel statistics function. Excel statistical functions like average, min, max, median, standard deviation, etc. help you quickly analyze numbers and spot patterns. They are useful for solving real-world problems like tracking performance, finding trends, and making smarter data-driven decisions. We are going to learn the following statistics function: the average function, min A, max, median, mode, standard deviation, two types of standard deviation sample and standard deviation population, correlation function, small and large. Let's jump into the definition of each of these functions. We'll start with the average function. The average function returns the arithmetic mean of the set of numbers passed to the function. It ignores text and blank values. As you can see, the average function takes a list of numbers and computes the average of these values. The min function. The min function returns smallest numeric value in the set of values. Min A function. Min A function is very similar to min function. The difference is that it counts text as 0, and it also counts logical values true and false. True is counted as 1 and false is counted as 0. Max. The max function returns largest numerical value in the set. Median. The median function returns the middle value in the set. Next, we'll move on to the mode. The mode function returns the highest frequency number, which means a number which occurs most frequently in the set. Standard deviation. The standard deviation.S and standard deviation.P both compute standard deviation of the set of values. The former calculates standard deviation of a sample and the latter calculates standard deviation of an entire population. Correlation. The correlation function returns the correlation coefficient between two data sets. The value returned is between -1 and 1. If the coefficient value is close to 1, then there is a high degree of similarity between two data sets. And if the correlation coefficient is close to -1, then the two data sets are dissimilar. Small and large functions. These functions return the kth smallest and the largest value in the dataset respectively. Let us now go ahead and practice these functions. As usual, the dataset is on the left side and I have practice ideas on the right side. And below the table, I have a practice area. We will start with the average function. So the problem is to find the average score in math, science, and English. So let's go to the practice area here. Type is equal to average and then select the entire list of values for maths and then press enter. So this is the average score for maths. We can repeat the same process for science and English as well. But instead, what we can do is we can simply drag the cell here across other columns so that Excel automatically computes the average score for science and English. If you see the formula for this, it has automatically taken the required list of values for English, and it has also taken list of values for computing the scores for science. Now let's move to the next function, min. Find the lowest score in science. So let us compute the lowest score in science for this column. So type is equal to min, press tab and select the list of values and press enter. So 41 is the minimum value of the list of science scores. As you can see, 41 is the minimum. Rest all other values are more than 41. Let us now compute min A So replace some numbers with text and values and see how MIN.A counts them. I have already replaced one of the values in the IDs column. It was earlier 6. I have replaced it with false. So as we understood from the definition, if the value is false, the value of this cell is considered to be 0. So let us try and find out the MIN.A for the ID column. So type is equal to MIN.A. Press the tab, select the values and press enter. Now as you can see, there is actually no 0 in the column. Instead, it has taken the false as 0 and computed the min value. Now, if I replace the false value with a numeric value, the MIN.A of that column becomes 1. Let us now move to the max function. Find the highest attendance days. So we have attendance days here. So let us apply max function to the attendance days. So type is equal to max, press tab. Now select the entire range of values, close the bracket and press enter. So the max value in this list is 199. Let us now compute the median. Find the median of English scores. We have the English scores here. So type is equal to median and then select English score. Press enter and 68 is the median of the list of values. That means 68 is the middle value of the list of values here. Let us now compute the mode of a column. Find the most common math score. Type is equal to mode and then select the list of values and press enter. As you can see, 83 is the mode for the column. That means 83 is the highest frequency. 83 is most occurring number in this column. We have around 4 values that are occurring in this column. Let us now find out the standard deviation.S. So calculate the sample standard deviation for science score. So type is equal to STDEV.S and then select the number, press enter. So 18.04 is the standard deviation.S or a sample standard deviation for the science score. Next, let us move on to standard deviation.P. So calculates the population standard deviation for attendance days. So we have the attendance days here. So type is equal to STDEV.P. Select the scores and press enter. So 16.83 is the value. Let us now move to computing the correlation of maths and science score. So here I'm going to have this math score and science score, and let us find out how similar or dissimilar these scores are. The purpose of correlation, as I mentioned earlier, is to measure the similarity between two data sets. So type is equal to CORREL here. Select the first array and then select the second array. Press enter. The value tends towards negative. That means these two data sets are not very similar, or rather we can say these are dissimilar data sets. Let us now find the third smallest value in the English score. So to do that, go to the cell here, type is equal to small. Small takes a list of values, which is the English score. And then the second value is K. K in the sense, if we want to find the kth smallest value, we are going to put the value of K here, type 3 and press enter. As you can see, 53 is the third smallest value of this column. We can actually verify this. Select any cell in the English score column, go to the data tab and then sort the column. As you can see, the column is now sorted. Now let us find the third smallest. This is the first smallest, second smallest, and this is the third smallest value. So let me undo the sorting. Let us now compute the largest value for the extracurricular points column. So this is the extracurricular points column. So here type is equal to large, bracket open, select the entire range. Now second value is k. K is the kth largest value. Since we want the first largest value, type 1 here and close the bracket. 17 is the largest value among all the other data points. Let us now explore the small and large function in more detail in practice 2. This is the same data set from the previous worksheet. I have just extracted 3 columns from the data sheet. We will now compute the kth smallest value and the kth largest value in more detail. I'm going to find the kth smallest value for the English score column. So type small, select the English score array. Now instead of typing or instead of hard coding the k value, I'm going to select the value from the cell E3. That becomes a dynamic value, and then close the bracket and press enter. So the first smallest value is 51. We can now sort the column and find out the first smallest value is 51, as you can see from the table. Let us now compute the kth largest value. So type is equal to large, select the array, in this case the extracurricular points array, and instead of typing the value here, we will select the value from the cell F3 and close the bracket. So 15 is the kth largest value for the column extracurricular points. So if I now again sort this column in ascending order, you can see the third largest value is 15th. So we are going to count the largest value from the bottom. So the third largest value first, second, the third largest value is 15. So now I can dynamically change these values. If I change this to say 5, now 14th is the fifth largest value. So I can count from here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 14 is the fifth largest value. Now if I put 15 here, so 7 is the 15th largest value. Similarly, if I change the value here for this small, I can make this as 5. Now 58 is the fifth smallest value. So again, let me sort this. You can see the fifth smallest value from here is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 58 is the fifth smallest value among the list of English scores.